Do you see it? The beauty is there, the pasarela is there, but I think that they will not know how to treat her as a candidate. I don't know, maybe I'm just traumatized with MGI. Probably I am. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we are going to be talking about the new applicants of Binibining Pilipinas 2022. I cannot really tell you how happy I am that Binibining Pilipinas is finally coming back. For those of you who might be new to the channel, I actually covered Binibining Pilipinas in 2021, and that was a very intense and enjoyable journey for me. I got to know a lot of queens, and that's actually the first time that I even started doing interviews with beauty queens. So when I think of that, very good memories come back. And because of that, of course, I'm very excited for Binibining Pilipinas 2022. So today we're going to be talking about the new candidates, the fresh faces, the crossovers, and so much more. As usual, if you enjoyed my video, don't forget to leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. There's so much Binibining Pilipinas content that is coming up. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what do you think about the candidates that we will be talking about during today's video. Alright my friends, so without further ado, I will see you right after the intro. Alright everyone, so let's start by talking about the comeback queens of Binibining Pilipinas. Actually, candidates who joined in 2021 who have decided to give it a second shot in 2022. The first one on the list will be Gabrielle Baciano, and of course we remember her because she was the first runner-up last year. And already for Gabrielle to make it as a first runner-up, it speaks volumes about the potential and the level of quality that she can bring to the table when it comes to the technical aspects of being a beauty queen, the substance, the communication skills, and even the presence on stage. I also think that Gabrielle was a very charismatic figure all throughout her reign as a first runner-up. So I'm excited to see her come back because obviously she has grown as a person after this year, and she should bring a better and improved version of herself. I think that she will do very well maybe in a pageant such as Miss Globe. And the reason why I automatically think of Miss Globe is because last year Maureen Montaigne did so well during that competition. Actually, she won the entire pageant, that I think that the Philippines needs to select a very strong candidate to follow up Maureen in order to be able to keep up the hype, and I think that Gabrielle will be perfect for that. Another one of the comeback queens is actually a fan favorite, and of course I'm talking about Karen Lori Mendoza. In retrospective, when I think about Karen's journey last year, I think that she was not only one of the fan favorites, but she was also one of the front runners for any of the crowns. I mean, she could have easily snatched one of those. However, we all remember the incident with Tito Boyabunda during the Q&A segment. That moment went viral. It became a meme with the question that he asked her. And if I'm being honest, I think that that moment was decisive for her actually not getting a title. So because of that, Karen has decided to come back stronger, and you can already see it with the styling. In my opinion, I mean, there's no question in my mind, she is going for Miss International. She has the aura, she has the look, she has the personality for Miss International. Hopefully this year the stars will align for her and she will be able to, you know, accomplish her dream. I'm not very sure if she has shown interest in other titles, but for me, that's a no-brainer. Miss International right there. Next on the list, we have Francesca Turac, who decided to come back as well. And when I think of her last year, actually, there's two things that come to mind. First of all, I think that Francesca really has something special when it comes to her beauty. I could easily see her doing like so many different campaigns. I think that she's actually like the face of Araneta City. That just proves like the potential that this woman has. The only issue that I had last year when she competed was the facial expressions. I felt like sometimes it wasn't very fluid, it wasn't very smooth, so there was a disconnect from the moment that she was smiling to the moment that she was changing her facial expression. You could really tell that there was no transition at all. However, as I said for the other candidates as well, she had an entire year to prepare, so hopefully she has worked on those things. And I mean, the beauty is still there. I'm pretty sure that the wardrobe is going to be amazing as well. The pasarela and all of that will be there as well. So I'm excited for her to come back and see what else she has to offer. I don't know about you, but I clearly see her competing in an environment such as Miss Intercontinental. Similar to the case of Maureen, I feel like Cinderella Obanira last year did such an amazing job. I mean, out of the blue, not that we didn't believe in Cinderella, but if you remember last year, she was a wild card for Binibining Pilipinas. So going from being like a dark horse to a wild card to winning the international pageant, that was really a crazy ride. So I think that someone like Francesca could really do justice if she is sent to Miss Intercontinental. Moving on, we have Graciela Lechman, who is back in this year, baby, let me tell you. Girl, okay, let's talk about her body. Last year, I think honestly that she was one of the most impressive candidates within the competition overall. I could clearly see the potential for a pageant such as MGI because she's so, you know, baba boom, really out there, and I think that she will do very well in that environment. However, this year Graciela is playing no games. She is back in stronger than ever with a refreshed look, very snatched figure as well, so she has been hitting the gym for sure. And of course, she is working closely with Paolo Ballesteros for everything that has to do with styling and preparation. If you remember, Paolo was also handling Honey Cartesano last year, and he did an incredible job, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do with Graciela. Now, one thing that I will mention, she is clearly MGI material, and this is my only request, you guys. Whether it's from Binibining Pilipinas organization, whether it's from Paolo, whether it's from Graciela herself, girl, someone get this woman some psychological support, because believe me, she will need it. Based on what we have seen so far with MGI, the trend, how they, I don't want to say play with the queens, but how they handle the queens, especially with the Philippines, I think that she will need a lot of support, because of course there's a lot of pressure when it comes to MGI. Like, Filipinos want to win the competition, so she will have that on her shoulders. And at the same time, we have seen like some words from the owner of the organization that those words were a choice. Let's leave it at that. But I just want to make sure that Graciela is in a good headspace ahead, during, and after the competition. So I'm just hoping that she will have some sort of moral support for that. Alright, so talking about the comeback queens, the last one that I wanted to mention is Yasmin Di Maculangan, who was representing Albay last year, and this queen has decided to come back, and I couldn't be more excited. For those of you who don't know, or maybe some of you might remember, Yasmin was my first ever interview on this channel, so of course automatically she holds a very special place in my heart. I was so nervous, I was shaking on the table, but she was incredible. She was a pro. When we think of her run last year during the competition, she did an amazing, incredible job. She made it within the top 12. So I think that after this year, taking some time for herself, continuing working with KF as well, Yasmin is coming back and she is stronger than ever. I mean, she looks better than ever, that's for sure. When it comes to a title that I will really associate her with, I automatically think of Miss Intercontinental, because I see certain similitudes when I think of Cinderella Obeñira as well. So I think that Yasmin will be a very, very good, solid choice for Miss Intercontinental. I don't know if you guys agree once again, but for any of these queens and any of my comments, please comment down below and let me know if you agree with that. I'm just excited for her because she's beautiful inside out. She's a strong communicator, strong pasarela. Oh my god, I'm so excited, Yasmin. We love you here. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the crossover queens, because ever since the application day, there was a lot of talk on social media about Nika Bernardo applying for Binibining Pilipinas, and this was, I think, like 1 or 2 days after it was announced that she didn't make it into the top 32 of Miss Universe Philippines. I don't know, like, if for some people this was controversial or not, but personally, I think that Nika did the right thing. And let me tell you why. So, after she didn't make it into the top 32, a lot of people were talking about this incident, that Nika was cancelled, that she was involved in like an online scandal and whatever it was. Honestly, up until that point of the announcement of the top 32, I was not aware of any scandals about Nika. I just thought that she was a strong candidate. And yes, there were certain areas where she needed to work and improve, but I still think that she deserved a spot within the top 32. For whatever reason, Nika decided to go ahead and apply for Binibining Pilipinas, and some people were questioning, maybe is it too soon? Is it the right choice? Personally, I don't have a problem with it, because it's a message of resilience at the end of the day. You know, when an opportunity doesn't work the way that you expect it to, and one door is closed, another one will open itself. And hopefully, Binibining Pilipinas is able to appreciate Nika and what she can deliver. Of course, this is just the application process, so we don't know if Nika will actually make it into the final candidates that will be announced on April 22nd. But I'm wishing her all the best, because for anyone who is trying to have a second opportunity in life, I think that we all deserve that. And she has shown a lot of growth since her incident, and I think that that is part of female empowerment. Allow women to grow and learn from the past. So you go, Nika. If you make it, we are rooting for you. There was also this conversation about Miss Philippines Earth Water from 2020, Gianna Yanes, but it seems like she backed out of it. I'm not quite sure at this point. I think I read something about it, but please, if you're aware, let me know down below. I think that this was a very interesting candidate as well, of course, because we know that the girls from Miss Philippines Earth have a lot of potential. They're very smart, and of course, she already had the facial and physical beauty. So that's like the entire package right there. The reason why she decided to retire her application is unclear to me, but Once again, if you have any details, please let me know down in the comment section. For the last part of the video, I actually wanted to talk about some of the rumored candidates who might be joining Binibining Pilipinas this year. And the first one, of course, is Emmanuel Vera. A lot of hype around Emmanuel, and rightfully so, because if we are being honest, I mean, let's have a conversation, you guys. Emmanuel Vera is an excellent candidate, and in my opinion, she deserved a little bit better than Reina Hispanoamericana. Of course, she did very well during that competition, but I can definitely see Emmanuel on a bigger stage, with a bigger platform. She has the beauty, she has the skill, she has the background, and she definitely has the communication skills as well. What can possibly go wrong? I really hope that she did submit the application. It is just a rumor. Some people say that she did it online. Some people say that she didn't do it at all. We had the same thing with Miss Universe Philippines. People were saying that she applied for Miss Universe Philippines, but I was always a little bit skeptical, because I was like, is Emmanuel really gonna compete against her sister? Like, I don't know. I don't think so. And it turned out to be just a chismis. So hopefully this one is not a joke. Next one, we have a rumored candidate from Miss Universe Philippines 2021, Jasmine Umali. Of course, Jasmine, who was representing Manila, one of the, I would say, one of the biggest dark horses of the competition last year. That was Jasmine's first ever pageant. So of course, first experience, she went right into it, learning as she goes. And I think that for being her first time and for not having the mainstream support, she did extremely well during Miss Universe Philippines. And I think that with the right team, with the right support system, she could really excel during Binibining Pilipinas. I don't know about you, but look at Umali and tell me that she cannot win MGI. I mean, come on now. Not that Nawat will not see it and that he will throw a tantrum and, you know, all of that. That's a different story. But this woman has the potential to win MGI. But once again, please, if she ended up applying for Binibining Pilipinas, please give her some psychological support, some moral support. I don't want this woman to suffer in MGI. I don't know. You know what? I'm just scared for the girls to go to MGI at this point. I'm just scared. I'm just scared. Last rumored queen to make an appearance during Binibining Pilipinas is none other than Steffi Aberasturi. And if I'm being quite honest, I think that this is just a rumor. I don't think that there's any truth to this. And let me tell you why. I mean, Steffi Aberasturi, she has been teasing a comeback at this point, and there's a lot of people talking about it. But I have heard from different sources that Steffi is not really that sure about applying, and that this might not be her top priority at the moment, and I can definitely understand why. If Steffi was to go to a pageant such as Binibining Pilipinas, what crown do you think she will get? She will be aiming for MGI, of course, or maybe Miss Globe, you know. But I think that she can do a little bigger than Miss Globe. But I don't know about Steffi on MGI. Do you see it? The beauty is there, the pasarela is there, but I think that they will not know how to treat her as a candidate. I don't know. Maybe I'm just traumatized with MGI. Probably I am. But if I was Steffi, I would probably go for Miss World Philippines and then try to go for Miss Supernational. I think that will be a more reasonable choice. So I think that so far this is just a rumor, a chismis, marites, because Steffi was teasing this blue gown, you know, all over the place, and she ended up appearing at Miss Universe Philippines with the same gown. So I think that was just part of that. But anyways, all right, so that's it for today's video. I know that there are other candidates who competed, of course, but you know, this is just the beginning of Binibining Pilipinas for me. So I'm still learning and doing my research about a lot of the new contestants and new applicants. So bear with me, there will be other videos, so don't worry. In the meantime, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the girls that we talked about today? What are your hopes? What are your expectations? And who are you most excited to see come back or join the competition for the first time? All right, so before you go, as usual, don't forget to leave a like on my videos that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug. That's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you and that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please, my camera. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.